Welcome to CarCal. This is CarCal's Quick Cal 3.0. This is the resting position. We have a bunch of pull knobs here. One pull knob lifts the stand up. On the back of the stand here, we actually have three pieces. First piece coming off is the confirmation point. Second piece coming off is the front bumper jig. These are the three pieces for the CarCal stand. Putting it back together, bumper jig goes first. There are two sets of notches here. Bumper jig goes in the top set of notch. Pull the pull pin, locks into place. Confirmation point goes into the bottom notches. Push on the laser, pull the pin, locks into place. Pull the bottom pin on the left side of the stand. Locks into position, and you're mobile.
3.
All right, the first piece we'll put into place is our confirmation point. It goes on the rear bumper of the car. This is the confirmation point. This plate right here, this white plate, this is our target that we will be actually seeing from the front of the car. So this will face forward. Our laser will pull up into position. The bumper pads will go up to the vehicle. So as I turn it on, turn the laser on, I want to catch the logo. Right on the logo, everything looks good. It's solid to the car, there's no spacing. Solid to the floor, shut the laser off. Confirmation point is in place. Okay, setting up the front bumper jig. Front bumper jig here, we have a mirror that reflects backwards so we can see the target we set up on the back of the car. We have an arm that drops down, that holds the laser, and a mirror. This laser, when we turn it on, it actually reflects underneath this mirror to go forward, and reflects off this mirror so we can line it up and set up the bumper jig to the car. It also reflects through the hole, through the bottom of the car to our confirmation point in the back. First thing I want to do is line it up to the front logo. Once it's lined up to the front logo and flush to the vehicle, now I can look in my mirror here and I can see in the back. If we see that the laser is slightly off to the right, what I want to do is I want to hold the right side in, pull the left side out just slightly until I can see it line up to the back. Now obviously, if the laser is to the back on to the left side on the back, then I want to hold the left side in, I want to pull the right side out until we line up to the back. The mirror here, it's kind of hard to see on video, but this mirror right here, if I get in the right position, I can see underneath the vehicle. Hard to see on the camera, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go under. You can see the confirmation point back there. We're lined up dead center, right? That tells us we're perfectly bisecting this car. And again, you'll see it right through this mirror. Confirmation point is now set. This is our fixture. Fixture, we have a front and a back. The front is where the point is. We have a series of pull pins on this as well. We have a pull pin here on the left side when you're sitting from the back. Pull this, you can lift the arms up. This mast here has presets for all the basic manufacturers. So once we know what it is, if it's a Honda 1500 or let's say Toyota 1350, so forth, they're all on this side. If we have a vehicle that is not on that side, this side here, we can fine tune adjust with this. So I can put it on any measurement along the way. That's how that mast works. Now the arms go up into position, the pull pin holds the arm and drops the arm. Both arms on the back, we have measurements here for placing your targets. We go all the way out to about 800 here. Same on this side. On the front, we have magnets. These magnets will hold the targets into place. We also have extension arms. These extension arms will help with our Hondas, and they'll just slide right in. They place in here. There's magnets that hold them into place, keep them from falling and vibrating in your vehicle. So again, I drop, pull the pin, drop the whole piece down. Now on the back here, we do have a laser. This is a proximity laser. This tells us our distance from the vehicle. We also have a backup tape measure that can be used for if the proximity laser goes out, or if we need to measure height of wheel wells or height of camera. There's actually a laser on this tape measure as well. So this here, I can pick up any camera. All I need to do is put it down, find the camera, look at my height, and that's the information we'll put into the tablet. You can also use this to determine the distance from the wheel hub to the bumper, because this will help us with some of our Nissans and the other vehicles. We're requiring measurement from the targets to the hub as opposed to from the targets to the bumper. So if we can determine the distance from the hub to the bumper with this laser, put this piece on this side on the hub, this side, once your laser hits your bumper jig, that is your distance. We subtract that from the number on the target, that gives us this number. The stand also has extension arms. These extension arms go out to give us a wider base for environment conditions, whether it's wind or just using the large targets. They come in. We also have on the stand, there's a tightening screw here. This keeps the stand from wiggling or moving too much. This will have to be loosened all the way before we pull the pin to drop it down into its mobile position. That's the fixture. All right, setting up the fixture, lining it up with the bumper jig. We've got the laser on. You can see the laser hitting the fixture here. Our 2 points, we have a point here and point here. So point A, point B. The best way to do this is put point A in first. I can pivot the nose back and forth till point A comes in. It illuminates very bright. It's very obvious it's in. I can push it onto the nose, pivot the back until point B is in. Point A and B are both in now. This is perpendicular to the vehicle. We do want to make sure that our distance is correct. So I use my proximity laser, and I can see my distance. I can do fine-tune measurements just by easily pulling it back slightly. Make sure it's still lined up. That's how this is going to set up. That's how you align the fixture. All right, this is our proximity laser. To release it from its resting position, we just use a wing nut. There are 2 feet on the front of this thing. When we put it back into its resting place, we want to push it all the way back till the feet catch, keep it flush to the device, tighten the wing nut. We want to make sure that it's back. We don't want this pushed forward. We want to push back as far as possible. To turn this on, hold the 0 button. It comes on. To get a continuous read, we want to hold the arrow until it populates. The bottom measurement, the biggest one, is going to be the most recent measurement. As we move this forward and back, this bottom measurement will change, and then that old measurement will shift forward. Another important button on here is the unit button. If I hold this unit button down, it changes from feet to inches. We want to probably keep this on meters. Also, this unit button here also has 2 arrows on the side of this image here of the laser. You can see that arrow on the top of the laser on the image on the screen. If I do a quick push, then this line now goes to the back of the laser. It is now measuring from here. Do another quick push. Now you can see it at the top only. It's measuring from the front. We want to be measuring from the front of this laser. Very important. So it needs to be all the way back and measuring from the front of the laser. Hold down to turn it off. All right, our basic target, all the targets are per vehicle. This is the Toyota target. All targets are going to have distance measurements from the bumper to the fixture, or from the wheel hub to the fixture. Toyota is going to be from the bumper. So we can use our measurements here to determine the distance, and measurement here will always be the height. This piece here will slide right into position. We want to get our distance, figure out which vehicle you're dealing with, go to your proximity laser, line it up, and then get the proper distance. Then go to your height here, pull the knob, go up to your appropriate height. Toyota's going to be 1350, so we would come down here to 1350.